Hi everyone, this is Tom, and today we're talking inventions. My sisters tell me I might have $1 million invention. I invented this sleeve here for guys that are gambling at the bowling alleys. They like to put some money on their strikes and spares, and they can organize their cards in this organizer I made. It's waterproof. It'll keep their cards from getting wet. I have guys that walk up to the tee box when their hands are sweaty during these really hot days. They don't want to carry their towel up to the tee box. So I invented pocket towels. And these are spongy little towels that I sewed a little sponge inside of it so that they can squeeze this before they hit the ball. You never know. But who did make $1 million idea? Well, James Wright, who was working in the 1930s for General Electric, was trying to make rubber boots. It was not going well, but James Wright invented silly putty out of those boots. This was a $1 million idea. And what about Betty James? In the 1940s, she divorced her husband. Her husband was working on some type of device to keep these expensive instruments on warships from bouncing up and down. When her husband left, she took over the company. And what falls off the shelf? A Slinky. And it bounced and flipped over, and she thought, I'm calling this thing a Slinky. Next thing you know, at Gimbel's department store in Philadelphia, it was selling out everywhere. Another $1 million idea. And don't forget Harry Coover. In the 1940s, the gun sights for battleships were not clear. They were getting dirty. They needed something to keep them clean and keep them functioning. Harry Coover was having a lot of difficulty. But what did he invent? He invented super glue out of all these materials that he was using. Another $1 million idea. And finally, in the 1950s, Noah McVicker was making a cleaner for wallpaper because when people came home from working on coal sites all day, they would end up with coal on their wallpaper. And it was not going well. But a local teacher was complaining that her students couldn't manipulate the modeling clay in her kindergarten classroom. Noah McVicker said, here, look at this junk I got from my job. And the teacher's students played with this all day long. They called it Play-Doh. And sure enough, that was another $1 million idea. If you have any $1 million ideas, let me know and I will surely highlight them.